Minister and Minister for Infrastructure and Transport. Will the Deputy Prime Minister update the House on recent announcements in nation-building, job-creating regional infrastructure, including in my electorate of Cowper? Is the Deputy Prime Minister aware of any alternative approaches?
The Deputy Prime Minister has the call.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and I would like to thank the member for Cowper for his passionate advocacy for Coffs Harbour, for the Mid-North Coast and the Coffs Bypass. It's an important project. I also note the advocacy of the member for Page, for whom this is also a project which is going to benefit his electorate. I was in Page in March inspecting the construction of the Harwood Bridge, another important link in the Pacific Highway. It's an absolute engineering masterpiece as well. And just yesterday we announced funding of $971 million for the Coffs Harbour Bypass. And this has been a project called for by the community for decades and committed to by this Liberal Nationals government. The Coffs Bypass will reduce travel times. Perhaps more importantly, it will save lives. This project will create hundreds of jobs during construction on the North Coast. Construction will start in 2020 once the environmental aspects are taken care of and the engineering details are also looked at, and we expect the project to be finished in 2023. The Mayor of Coffs Harbour, Councillor Denise Knight, said she was thrilled. We've waited a long time for this. It shows what we can do when all levels of government work together, and that's exactly what's happening. And I also praise the National Party member for Coffs Harbour, the state government's member there, Andrew Fraser, for his passionate advocacy over many, many years. The Coffs Bypass is part of our broader Pacific Highway funding package. It's now up to $5.46 billion, Mr Speaker, meaning there is hundreds of kilometres of upgraded highway from Sydney almost to Grafton for the thousands of people who drive along it every day. We're getting on with the job. $3.3 billion for the Bruce Highway projects, $1 billion for the M1 Pacific motorway upgrades, $5 billion for the long-awaited Melbourne Airport rail link, Tullamarine linking it to the CBD, $1.1 billion for further Metronet projects in Perth, to list a few of the nation-building infrastructure projects that we've committed to. Our pipeline of infrastructure projects, our decade-long plan of investment is large. It's creating 50,000 direct and indirect jobs over the 10 years, all helping people get home faster and sooner. But, Mr Speaker, on a bipartisan note, I do want to acknowledge somebody in the gallery, and it's Peter Fraser, sitting up there in the front row with his yellow tie. And I'm so pleased to see so many members wearing the yellow badge, the yellow pin, to mark National Road Safety Week, which concluded in Wagga Wagga on Sunday. Mr Speaker, Peter Fraser lost his daughter Sarah when she was travelling to Charles Sturt University to study. Like so many kids do, they travel our regional roads, they travel our highways and byways. She lost her life, and sadly the tow truck driver, Jeff Clark, who pulled up to help her, also was killed. That happened in February 2012. He has been a tireless and passionate advocate for road safety. I acknowledge him, the government acknowledges him, the parliament acknowledges him for his work that he has done. He has an organisation called Sarah, after his beautiful daughter, Safer Australian Roads and Highways. Mr Speaker, I commend him for his work and for everything that he has done for road safety, Mr Speaker.
And the member for Grayndler on indulgence.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. On indulgence, I join with the Deputy Prime Minister in welcoming Peter to the Parliament and to acknowledge the fine work that he has done in the name of his daughter Sarah. Road safety is something that should unite everyone in this Parliament because it impacts on every one of us as individuals, knows people who have been impacted directly by it, and we all represent constituents and families that have been tragically hurt too often by it. And I think we have a bipartisan pledge to do what we can to reduce the level of road trauma around Australia.
The member for Rankin.